All right, welcome back, baseball fans. We are in the American League playing a league round of 5, and we have today in the American League we have one of the expansion teams, the Ohio Players, taking on the Chicago White Sox in Comiskey Park. This is Game 3 of a best of 5, in which the first 2 games in Ohio won by the Ohio Players. Both games. In the first game, Richard Dotson lost for the Chi Sox. He lost to Don Wilson. In Game 2, the Ohio Players won the second one as well. Joaquin Andujar threw a 4-hit shutout. And the White Sox are facing elimination here in the third game. And in this game, in Comiskey, we have Al Downing starting for the Ohio Players, the lefty, going against Tom Bradley for the White Sox, the righty. This is Bradley's 71 card. His ERA was under 3. He was 15-15 with an ERA of 296. Well, here we go. Let's get started. Jerry Mumphrey leads off for the Ohio Players, and he lines the first. Dave Cash skies the left, and Mike Easler walks. Chuck Hinton bounces to first. This is Barbaro Garbe, the backup first baseman, and he makes the play. The regular first baseman is Gray Walker, who sits against lefties. So here's Aparicio leading it off for the White Sox. He strikes out. Bercante, double 1-9. It's a double off the Downing card. Dwayne Josephson, the catcher, bounces to short. This is Alfredo Griffin, and he makes the error, and you have runners on the corners for Bill Melton. And Melton hits into the fielder's choice that will score the runner from third. We have a 1-0 game. 2 outs, Carlos May with a base hit, and Barbaro Garbe skies the left. All right, top of the second, Chili Davis. He walks. Jesse Barfield skies the center. Lou Klimchak lines it into double play. Harold Baines bounces to second. Phil Bradley, line drive caught. And Jim LaFay skies to center field. We go to the third inning. We got Tony Pena with a line drive caught. Alfredo Griffin pops out, and Jerry Mumphrey bounces to short. This is Aparicio at short, who's a 2. Makes the play. Bottom of 3. And here's Aparicio to lead it off. Double 1-14 off the Downing card. Lead off double. Bercante bounces to short. Josephson is 2 outs. Bill Melton, and he rounds a short. It stays 1-0. In the fourth. We have Dave Cash. And Cash leads off the fourth with a base hit. Mike Easler strikes out. Chuck Hinton strikes out. And with 2 outs, Chili Davis, and he strikes out. Nice pitching by Tom Bradley of the White Sox. Here's Carlos May. Struck him out. Barbaro Garbe bounces to third. Harold Baines rolls to the pitcher. Low scoring affair. 1-zip Barfield strikes out. Lou Klimchak. And Klimchak, it's an interesting card. It is gone. Homer 1-12 double. Let's take a look at the Lou Klimchak card. He was a limited player for the Cleveland Indians in '69. And he was part of the expansion. And we have a 1-1 tie here in the fifth. Tony Pena skies in the center. That's Phil Bradley in center, makes the catch. And with 2 outs, Alfredo Griffin with a base hit. Jerry Mumphrey rolls to first. We are 1-1 in the bottom of the fifth. Phil Bradley rolls to the pitcher. Jim LaFay strikes out. And Aparicio walks. with 2 out. Oh, Tony Pena's got a really good arm, right? He's a -3 catcher. He's not going anywhere. For Conte, this guy's all right. We go to the 6th inning. Dave Cash, 1-4, bounces to short. Mike Easler with a double 111 double. Runner at second for Chuck Hinton, who strikes out. And Chili Davis, and it's a base hit into right field, but you got Baines. He can throw. He's got a cannon out there in right, a -3 arm. Is Easler going to test that? No, he's not. So we have runners on the corners as they put the brakes on Easler at third, and we need a really big at bat here for Barfield. In the 6th inning, runners on the corners with 2 outs. Jesse Barfield, 39 is a strikeout. Bradley keeps his team in the game, 1-1. Dwayne Josephson, bounce to short. Phil Melton, 45, short. This is Alfredo Griffin's a 2E28 at short, and he makes the play. Carlos May, 4-9 against the Downing card. Homer 1/16. It is gone. A solo shot for Carlos May off of the Downing card. Outdon's a pretty good pitcher, so he gives up a lot of homers to left-handed hitters. And we have a 2-1 game. Barbero Garbe rolls it back to the mound, and the inning's over. Okay, Tom Bradley in his breaking inning. He's a 2-1 lead in the 7th. And here's Lou Klimchak. Klimchak flies to right, hurts himself. And they lose their third baseman. And Zoilo Versailles, one-time most valuable player in the American League, will move to third base, replacing Klimchak. Tony Pena lines at first, and with 2 outs, Alfredo Griffin. And he grounds the first. It's stretch time in Chicago. They have a 2-1 lead, looking to add to that. It's Harold Baines. He rolls to first. Phil Bradley, 5'10", bounces to short. And Griffin's a 2E28. And with 2 outs, it's Jim Lefevre, or Lefebvre, I should say, with a base hit. And Aparicio with a walk, and this could be it for Downing. 2 on, 2 outs, Jack Bracani here in the 7th. 69 is double 1-9, fly ball to right, and he flies to right. Bracani misses the double RBI opportunity. We got a 2-1 game after 7. Background music is Baby Huey and the Babysitters. 8th inning. Bradley's still out there. They got Wilbur Wood and Bob Humphreys warming. 2-1. Jerry Mumphrey leads it off by bouncing to short. Dave Cash. There's a base hit. The tying run is aboard for Easler. You bring in Wilbur Wood and just call it good so Bradley can't lose. I think we're going to do it. We're going to take him out. He's pitched well, but Wilbur Wood's a better pitcher, and is their closer. So let's take a look at the Wilbur Wood card. He's going to come on in the 8th and try and get 5. He needs 5 outs to keep the White Sox series alive here. Batting for Mike Easler will be the dangerous Ike Brown. Let's take a look at the Ike Brown card. That's pretty nasty. Good, again, fringe player card. Tie and run at first. Here's Ike Brown against a lefty. 2-7 is going to be a single to right. Cash does not challenge Baines' arm. And we have 2 on with 1 out. It's Chuck Hinton, Wilbur Wood. Chuck Hinton, 1-9 is a base hit into center. And Cash is thinking about tying the game up against the +1 arm of Phil Bradley in center. We're going to have a play at the plate. And he slides in safely, and we got a tie ball game. And Wilbur Wood has blown the save. Hinton gets the RBI single. And Ike Brown, to add insult to injury, winds up getting to third base with 1 out. So you have runners on the corners with 1 out, and it's Chili Davis, Wilbur Wood in a tie game. They're going to bring the infield up in the 8th. Wilbur Wood skies it into right field. This could be a sac fly. You have Baines a 2, E7 in right field, but it's not. It's not. It's a fly ball 9, so he doesn't get to tag up. So a great break for the White Sox. Most of the time that would be a sac fly. And with 2 outs, it's Jesse Barfield, Wilbur Wood. Barfield actually gets righties better than lefties. So here we go. Can Wilbur Wood get his team out of the 8th inning? 58 is the bouncer to short. This is Aparicio at short, a 2E21. He makes the play. So we've got a 2-2 game in the 8th. Al Downing is giving up 2 runs. 1, 2, 3. He's only given up 5 hits, and he's a starter 8, so he's going to stay in the game. Al Downing in the 8th inning against Dwayne Josephson. This guy's a left. Bill Melton, 46 is a K. Carlos May, 37 is a walk. And Barbero Garbe, 49, triple and a 2, single the rest. He gets the triple 1 to 2. Let's show Al Downing's card a second time. You can see on 4 9s against the lefty, a few innings back, Carlos May hit the homer 1 to 16, and against the righty, Barbera Gorbe just hit his triple 1 to 2, single the rest. So he gets the triple that scores a run. A single wouldn't have done it. So huge break for the Chi Sox, getting the runner to score with 2 outs in the 8th, and you got Harold Baines, final batter, but he's left-handed, and Baines pops a 3rd. So it's kind of a tough couple of breaks for Al Downing in this game. He trails 3-2. Wilbur Wood has a chance to pick up the win in the 9th. It'll be Versailles, Pena, Griffin for Wood. And the White Sox are going to want to try to force a game 4 here in Comiskey. So Zolo Versailles, that's a base hit. Let's take a look at his card. He didn't do much after that MVP season in '65. Next up is Tony Pena, tie run at first. Tony Pena grounds to short. Fielder's choice. You have to hold Pena at first, and you have Alfredo Griffin. You could do a 1-out hit and run, or you could pinch hit for him with Jackie Hernandez, which doesn't seem... Griffin's going to do a 1-out hit and run here. And that moves the runner up. So Griffin moves the runner to second. The tying run is at second with 2 outs, and it's up to Jerry Mumphrey versus Wilbur Wood. And the pitch to Mumphrey, 37, is a strikeout. Wilbur Wood strikes Mumphrey out to end the game, and the Chi Sox eke out a gritty win here, 3-2. And Wood, who blew the save, ends up getting the win. We'll take a look at how that transpired. Wood came in the 8th. He gave up 2 hits. He gave up 3 hits total and a strikeout in getting the win. A no decision, but a great performance by Tom Bradley. Gave up 6 hits and 2 runs. 2 walks and 6 strikeouts. Al Downing, a really tough, complete game. He gave up 6 hits in 8 innings, 3 runs. 2 were earned. Walked 3, struck out 5. Gets a complete game. 3-6-2-9. 2-7-3-5. Okay, so let's see how these teams are going year to date. With the White Sox avoiding the sweep, they get to host Game 4 in Comiskey. And if they win that, they would send the series back to the Ohio players. So let's see what we have year to date thus far for each squad. The Chi Sox. They're 6-8, hitting .286 with a .470 ERA. And the Ohio players playing in the American League North, along with the Detroit Tigers, they might be the world champion Detroit Tigers' biggest foe in the division. With Cleveland stumbling out of the gates at 7-9, Ohio finds themselves at 8-4, hitting .290 with a .291 ERA. And that's how the two teams shape up here early on in the season. Thank you for checking the video out. We'll check in with a new video this weekend. Thank you. A long time coming, but I know